Welcome back to Oathbound Gaming. Today we're taking a look at a game called Arboria. Arboria is a roguelike, souls-like game. It's got both going on there, and it's going to release very soon. So we're taking a look at it. I've already played for a bit, and I've enjoyed what I've seen. At the end of this video, we're going to do a pros, cons, and final thoughts portion of the video. That's like the opinion piece. But we're going to get in here, we're going to jump in, and we're going to show you exactly what the game is like, what you get yourself into when you pick up Arboria. Alright, so when you first start, you're in like a little town area. The game has got a very strange... I don't know what to call it. It's very plant-like... I don't know. They believe in like some god tree thing, and there's a lot of plant-like creatures like this. And this is actually, I know it looks evil, but it's a friendly creature.
The early troll gets to work.
When you do your runs, you'll get currency, and when you can send that currency back to like this base here, right? And if you fail, you can take some things back with you, but that's okay. You're supposed to die. It's a roguelike, so you do get to bring your currency back, your upgrades back, upgrade your future creatures. I forget what they call these things. But you can upgrade the town, upgrade your creatures, get better weapons, better passives, and then have a run that will hopefully be more successful than the last. There's all sorts of upgrades available, but we'll get... a little weird, right? When you die, they take the head of your creature back, so he can, like... You can gain, like, the knowledge from it or something, and this is my last run. And you can see how many creatures I killed, how long the run was, what killed me. And to be honest, I died on purpose. So I can get started again and see what the next run is like. So we're going to jump in here. I'll show you all the upgrades after this run, and we'll fail on purpose at some point.
Awaits.
So we can come back here and you can see all that. So we're going to go ahead and skip this, and it's going to put us down here. When you first start, you have items on here. Gifts. The Shock Bongo. That's your Estus Flask for your Souls fans. That's how you heal. Shockwave's ability, and Jotun's Axe. You can pick everything up individually, or you can just come here and be like, yeah, I'll take it all. So there we go. We have everything. We're going to go over here and say, open. We're going to skip the cinematic thing, and it's going to load us into the level. There we go. Alright. So here we are. We hit the ground. First thing you see is some essence. So there's essence you could find during your runs, and you can like combine them with something you have. So a frost essence thing dropped, right? I could choose what to combine it with. I can combine it with my shockwave ability they gave me, and it'll make like an ice shockwave. So you'll see right now it does 38 damage, right? But it'll do 40 damage. It'll actually go up. That's a pretty crappy upgrade, so I'm gonna choose to put it on the axe. You'll see it'll enchant my axe with ice damage. I got an achievement for that too. So now I have an ice axe. So we're gonna go ahead
a trap.
and run through here as a wasp. I'll dodge. And it's a fire enemy. I think ice does less damage to them, believe it or not, I think. There we go. So it plays like Souls, like games, as you can see. You can dodge. Oh, there we go, like a little dodge with the tap of space, but if you hold, you'll do a further roll. On Q down here at the to the right of my webcam, you see my bar. My number 1 is like that heal, but Q is my shockwave, and below my health in the middle, you'll see my mana bar. Obviously, using abilities is going to consume mana, and then you have my axe appearing there. That's left click and right click for attacks, heavy and light attacks. You'll find some of these like murals like this. We'll skip that, but like there's just some text you can find, and if you find it, you can get some currency. You'll see at the top right, I just got some of that blue crystal. Very important for upgrades later. So let's go to combat. We can lock on and use our mouse wheel to swap between targets that we're locked onto, which allows us to see their health, their element, their armor, which is on the right of their health bar. You see they have none, and you'll come up with enemies that have a fair amount of armor. And heavy attacks tend to work better against them. There's also no stamina, as you see there's no stamina bar in sight, so I can sprint as much as I want. Sprint, sprint, sprint. The one thing you can't do is sprint in combat. So once you get close to enemies, it'll stop your sprint. But you could also dodge and swing as much as you want. There's no stamina limiting you, which I actually prefer that. Damn it. I prefer the no stamina thing. Oh, another one spawned. Look at the left side there. Proficiency leveled up. My axe leveled up. So as you use weaponry, you'll get better at using said weapon. So I pulled up my inventory thing real quick. Here you have all your stats, your attributes. Your weapon proficiency is here. You'll see it's axe proficiency 1 now. That 5% means 5% additional damage with axes. This is sword. And I'd love to get a sword. Show you guys that. I haven't tried too many weapons, but that's my favorite thus far. Swords. Let me see if I could pull up. Okay, no mutagens. Trying to see if I could pull up the passive somewhere. There's when you first start your run, which something you guys didn't see yet. You'll see when we fail. You get to pick from a variety of characters that randomly get rolled, and they have different stats. I'll take that shock essence. Break these, and we should get some blue crystals. There we go. And again, that's important to upgrade later. This is a shrine that you can pray to gain back some health, which is very important. You don't see them too often, but as you can imagine, that saves the use of your I'm gonna call it the Unga Bunga. I forgot what it's called. Your Estus flask type of thing. Let me see. The bongo. Close enough. Unga Bunga. I've been playing some Monster Hunters. That's where I get that from. For those of you that know what the Unga Bunga is. All right. So the lock-on works quite well. I actually usually dislike lock-ons, but in this game, it feels good. Spitter. Ah, you hit me a bit. Essence. So I have that ice essence again. You can select items, but you see, like, it's not going to do anything if I put it back on here. You can combine it with the shock essence, and it creates an item. Like, you don't know what those combinations are going to make. It made a bio essence. So I can actually take that bio essence now, and I can combine it with anything else I have and add bio damage to my abilities, my axe, whatever the heck I want to do. You'll see if I put it on here, it'll make it do elemental damage. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. You'll see it'll give my my slam ability a bio. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool, right? I hit the damn bomb with the shockwave and it blew up on me. That's funny. So we're gonna pray here and heal. Now I got my health back, or at least a lot of it. Oh, I happened to get a second shrine there. That's good. So now the next thing I wanted to show you is this armor. If I hold F on it, I'll be able to compare it to my current armor I'm wearing. You'll see what I'm equipped there with. I have something that's got 5 armor. It's light. Stability is like how you flinch when you get attacked. So the higher that stability, the lower the chance you're gonna flinch. So you'll see the armor type is actually considered a downgrade when it gets heavier. That's because your movement gets slower in a way. Like, you can't roll as fast. But you see it's got more armor, it's got more resistance, but I lower my mana regen. So if you really like using your abilities, you might not want to go with heavier armor. I like heavy armor. There we go. I got heavier armor on me. Let's try to hit these dudes with that bio slam. Let's see what it does. Ready? Let's do it. Wow, that's actually really strong. Not bad. You could definitely unlock some cool abilities in this game, for sure. More than just the slam. The slam is pretty basic, but there's a lot to unlock. Close. That little fairy is the one talking, following you. It's a weird, chubby little fairy. It's a little strange, but like I said, this game's full of like strange type of. I don't know. It's a strange approach, but it works. I mean, it's not like bad or anything. It's just different. Like, I don't really see this in a lot of games, which is cool in a way. pretty good now. What do we got here? Ice Stone Double Blade. I have not tried this before. Get rid of my axe, get a, let's try it. Why is that a double blade? Oh, the back of it, I guess, is supposed to be considered a second blade? Alright, alright. Some stuff in the environment can be destroyed. Go ahead and pray there. And you're gonna come across these roots, these like corrupted root thing. You gotta choose to heal it.
I'll take care of the root.
And they're very important because they unlock new things
away.
in the base after your runs. And that's very, very important to your future runs. That wasp is sitting in a trap. Because in your future runs, then you'll have more things to use to upgrade your next warrior. I think they call them like trolls or something. Also had another weird name, like Jotun or something. Maybe not. I might be making that up.
No sweat.
I'm sorry, I'm butchering the names of all the stuff in this game. Because everything's kind of weird, different. I like it though. It's a unique touch. So if you're a fan of roguelite games and Souls-like games, like this is like a really good mix of the both, the two of them, the two genres. And I don't know if I've ever played another roguelike that's also very Souls-like. If you have, let me know. I'd be curious in the comments below if you let me know if you've seen any game that's kind of falls under both. You know, when you fail, you still have stuff to progress with. Take stuff back. I love roguelikes. I just don't really know if there was a Souls-like one. Fire heavy leather armor. So armor goes up, mana regen goes down, fire resist. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's get heavy. Got more armor. There you go. You see, you actually got. His armor looks fair heavy, right? A fair bit heavier than what he was wearing, at least. Ow. His double blade's kind of cool. Ooh, the heavy attack on the double blade is nice. These things here that I'm activating are actually teleporters. Always hits me. The teleporters, if you hold the map button, you can actually teleport back to previous teleporters to go back to a previous area on the floor you're on quicker. Yeah, the heavy attack with these dual blades is actually quite nice. Alright. An Ice Jotun's Saber. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I, if I take this? Because... what did I get? Where did that go? Oh, Jotun. There it is. So I was right. Jotun is what they're called. So this is the dual blade thing I have, right? And one of the things I really wish was improved is the UI here. As I mouse over, it doesn't tell me actually what the items are. Like, I have to know that this is the axe, this is a scythe. Dual blade, I'm gonna forget what that is. This is the normal sword. I'm not sure if that's a saber, though. I don't think it is. Alright. Nah, I'm gonna pass on the saber. I'm gonna stick with the dual blade. I really like it. Let's do one more floor. One more floor, and then we'll go back to town on purpose. We'll die. Okay, let me show you this. So as you go down one floor, you're gonna come to this little like hub area, and sometimes you'll find collectibles, which that was a sword collectible. It's collectibles that you can get to help you unlock some new stuff. And then this here, the Send Very, that's the blue crystal. So we'll use this, and then we'll skip the animation. It'll send those crystals back, and we can use them later. Here we have an enhance option. You get this on every like checkpoint. Every time you finish a floor, you will get to choose a mutagen which will buff you for the remainder of your run. So now we have 3 of them. All symbiote attacks ignore 35% armor. Your next attack deals up to 15% additional symbiote damage the longer you pause between attacks, up to 7 seconds. Perfect Dash reduces mana cost by 30% for 3 seconds. Symbiote attacks. I don't actually know what a symbiote attack is. Is that a normal attack? I don't really know. Might be ability usage. That could be like your actual slams and stuff. I'm wondering if there's... I don't think it tells you, like, uses the term symbiote anywhere here. Eventually you'll get batteries. Fire totem. Ooh, I've never tried that. So you'll get, like, these batteries that you can put in here. I already got one in this. And it allows you to teleport down here later if you want to port down to lower levels, so you don't have to continue to drop down one floor at a time. So we're going to go ahead and open this, and it's going to send us down. We'll skip that, although it's not very long. Shock leather armor. We'll pass on that, but you'll notice something here that says scrap. Later on, you'll have the ability to break down stuff you don't want to take to get some additional currency.
Bugs
There's another upgrade you can get. And I promise the enemies are more than just bugs. Oh, another one of those bombs got me. I gotta be careful. I gotta watch those. There we go. Watch out for the trap floor there. I'm sure we'll find a new enemy soon. Just like we're still at the very start of the run. Oh, it starts you with more of the basic enemies. There's another bomb in there. I'm not gonna get hit by that this time. I'm gonna learn. Oh, that thing is... Ooh, it's almost dead. There we go. Take some more essence. Like I said before, you can combine them and you know what I never did, though? I never combined 2 of the same essence. Let's see... Oh, no, you can't. Okay. So you can't combine 2 of the same essence to, like, rank them up or anything like that. So they have to be combined with a different one, and it'll create a new element. Man, the dual blades are great. It's got that little dash forward, and then it, like, whirlwinds. It's a good weapon. There's another root. Like I said, these are very important.
Leave it to me.
And when you choose
Just
to heal them,
keep me safe.
you get an event. Survive within the circle and kill enemies to speed up the healing process. Damn it! There, take that. It's hard to find an opening. There we go. Alright. Combat's actually quite fun. It feels good. So we survived that, we got a full heal, we got our mana back. Good stuff. Traps are one thing I suck at. I get hit by like swinging axes and falling crystals and stuff all the time. And my game crashed. That was one of the things that was going to go on the cons. The pros and cons. Let's edit this part out, restart the game, and we'll go towards it. But I want to leave this in because I think it's important to that you guys see that there are still some stability issues. It's important to share that. Let's go on to the next portion, though. Let's go. All right, we're back. So the good news, after a crash, you go back to the floor you were at. So you don't really lose much progress. It's not gonna like mess up your entire run. And I will say this, the crashes are not common. They're pretty rare. and I imagine they will be reduced even further. Ooh, there's a creeper. Okay. This is one of the things I want to show you guys. Some different enemies other than bugs. You get some weird things like that. Things leaping around. Let's see if we can get them with the full, ow! Full poison effect. There we go. So I'm pretty sure that debuff he has right now, I think it lowers his armor. Making it easier to do more damage. Is it Biototem? Biototem. So those are traps, those flowers. Some of the traps, I'm telling you, they are hard to see. So we have here a case thing that we're going to choose to unseal, and it's going to start an event. And you'll find a lot of these. You'll find a lot of like different events and challenges that you can choose to either take or pass them up. Pillbug. That guy's got a fair amount of armor, and he blocks. So he's got 10 armor right now, but you'll see when he blocks, his armor will go up, I believe, to 20. There it is right there, 20. But he doesn't block too often. Ah, there. So that is an armor reduction. You see his armor is lower now. Allow me to do some more damage.
Don't give up.
Not bad. Ooh. He was in a trap, taking some heavy damage. That guy got hit in a trap too. He's just on the edge of the trap. Damn it. Ow.
That was close.
Alright, completed. So one thing here I can see on the map that I have something to pick up here, and I have a heal, a pray. Yay. In this little hut, we have an ice stone lance. I'm probably going to hate it, but I'm going to try it. Lance has 2 stages of charge attack. By holding alternative attack button long enough, Jotun will perform a stronger second stage charge attack that deals massive damage. That sounds cool, though. Alright, alright. That's a collectible. We're going to open our chest and see what we got. Whole ton of stuff. A shock bone double blade. A stone saber. What's that? What? No. Come on. Slimy dash. Perfect dash leaves a pool of armor element that deals elemental damage equal to 40% of your max mana. Cool. Stone sword. Oh, damn. And I dashed right into the trap. That's pretty funny. Oh, I tried to use the lance thing, but it missed. Ooh, that's not great. But there is a fair variety of weapons in the... Ooh. That was good. There's a fair amount of weapons in the game, so, you know, find what works for you, right? Let's try that again. So he has a dash attack that will knock an enemy down, I'm assuming if they're a smaller enemy. That's actually not bad. So we have a merchant here. That's cool. What? He's got a bone, finest shock bone lance. Does a fair amount more damage, got more shock on it, and it's got 3 modifiers in there. Damage all basic attacks, focus, the amount of collected vary. That's pretty cool. Purchase 7,800 and I have almost 3,000. So obviously I can't afford that one, but we're gonna intentionally lose here on purpose. That is what intentionally means. I don't need to say that twice. Intentionally on purpose. So we're gonna die here. And we're gonna go back to town so you guys can see what the progress is like. Come on, you little bugs. You got it. You can kill me. Wait, before we do that, we'll put down a totem. What does a totem do? Is it enchanting me with fire? I think it might be. That's kind of cool. What if I do... Okay, I can't do multiple. It's pretty cool.
You got hit. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm alright. Kind of. Come on, enemies, you can do it. And obviously, some of the tougher enemies hit a lot harder, and I'm wearing heavy armor. so this will take longer than normal. So if you like using a lot of your abilities, like your slams and stuff like that, you definitely are going to want to use lighter armor if you want to keep those abilities going. And you get ranged ones as well, like little projectiles, stuff like that. So there is a fair amount of variety in what you get to use, your weaponry, your abilities, your weapons. There's a lot of different stuff. Alright, so you fail, and your fairy takes your head back, as grim as that is. And you'll see I got a certain amount of very, and it shows you what it is, or how much you got, and it tallies everything up, and you will go into like a hall of fame of dudes that did well. You know, your top like 5, I think, are shown there. And then at the end, you get this gods thing. Like the gods, they either hate how you did or they love how you did, and you could spend some additional these yellow crystals. You can give them more, and they'll start getting more and more happy. You'll see like the gods are happy, the gods are satisfied, and look at the bonuses on the right as they're more satisfied. Now they're delighted. You get increased chances for traits and all that stuff, your weapons level faster, all that cool stuff. So let's give them as much as possible to make our next run better. We're not going to do a next run, but I just want to show you that. Now here, we're picking our starting Jotun, our troll dude. You get a certain number to choose from, I think. Let's see. I think it's 5, yeah, so 5 to choose from. And they have different traits to start with, different weapon proficiencies, and different armor. So you might find something that you really like. Okay, health increased by 20% with heavy armor and lance. That might be perfect for you. You might really like the lance. So here we got health, lance, sword, axe, and heavy. Look at the double blade right there. Level 3 double blade with heavy. I don't know, not with heavy. He's got basic armor. Basic armor. So that might not be enough for you. I might want to go with the heavy. Let's go with this guy. We're going to take him. And he's just going to get farted out of the plant. And that's your dude for the next run. Now, beyond that, there's other stuff. Spawner upgrades. So, allows you to name change. I have that unlocked. That was very easy. Inventory slots has increased. And that's, you see that, that's level 0 out of 9. So you can level that up a certain amount of times. This one's, I unlocked the 3rd slot on the hotbar. And this next one will unlock the 4th slot. So you get to spend that gold crystal in that thing. And then as you proceed, more sections of the town are going to open. Like you'll get this unlocked, and the town is actually quite big. So there's a lot of stuff that you can unlock. And this plant thing here wasn't unlocked at the start either.
Need more mushrooms. I prepared this one
sword,
specially for you.
And then this has a bunch of different upgrades as well. In addition to that, you can get scrap later on and make your own weapon by spending scrap. So you can start off a run, you know, really strong. Increase the chance for stone symbiotes to be available at Keeper's Supply to 33%. Reduce chance of Jotun symbiotes to be available. So you can get different characters, I believe. Don't quote me on that. So I'm a Jotun right now, but there's like a stone class. It's interesting. We'll find out more about that when the game releases, because I'll definitely be streaming this. I'll be doing more coverage. So real quick, before we move on to the final section of the video, I'm pulling this up real quick, and I wanted to show you guys a couple things. I was reading some posts on the forums. People were like, wow, is this game abandoned? I was like, why? Sometimes you can't satisfy anyone in the gaming world, any of your customers. I guess that goes with anything, really. You can't satisfy some people. People are like, well, is this game abandoned? How? How is this game abandoned? Because I'm showing you right now the official news. Arboria is coming out in August. One of the reasons why I'm covering this game. It comes out in August. It's coming out soon, and they have a demo up. It was updated in May. In April, they talked about their update. April here, hotfix. They talked about their demo, dev diary update in March. I don't know, mutated machinery in March. The game is anything but abandoned. I don't know why people even like, this game has been abandoned? No. And this was on June 9th when it was still very actively being updated, and then just days after that, they're like, release in August. So one thing I want to show you guys real quick before we close the game and move on to our final portion of the video, I want to show you these settings. They have a fair amount of settings. I mean, this is pretty basic. The auto target's nice. Like, when you kill an enemy, it'll automatically transition to the next one. The graphic settings are pretty nice. I turned off motion blur. It's got everything I'm looking for, honestly. The only thing I made, well, I could ask for one more thing, which would be kind of like an FOV, so I could pull the camera back a little bit, if that's your thing. Basic audio. Definitely going in the con section here, guys. It plays well on a mouse and keyboard, but you cannot rebind keys. If you guys have watched any of my other videos, you know I'm big on that. That's definitely a con for me, and I'm hoping to see that added. It's for some reason becoming increasingly common for games to not have rebinding stuff. I don't understand. But anyway, let's go. Let's move on to the final portion of this video. Let's do this. The pros, cons, and final thoughts for Arboria. Tons of progress unlocks. There's a whole large amount of stuff. I actually had to look into it a little bit because the amount of progress I need to put into the game to even understand the vast amount of progress unlocks is quite daunting. But that's a good thing. There's a lot to do, a lot to unlock in your village, your town, whatever you want to call it. And then you guys saw that talent tree type of looking upgrade tree with a whole ton of stuff to unlock. Extra levels for each talent, for lack of a better word there. There's a whole ton of stuff you continue to unlock, and reaching the absolute max would require a very, very large amount of time spent in this game, but I like that. I like having a lot of content in my games. Quite a large amount of customization. The weapons and skill combination along with armor, you can apply the essences to change the elements of different things. It's got a lot to change, a lot to customize for your own, I don't know, personalized build. You saw that stomp, that ground slam I was using when I enchanted it with that bio thing. It left like a green patch on the ground, doing more damage to things that remained inside. It's cool. I got a lot of builds I want to try out, a lot of abilities I'd like to change all the essences and see what they do. Ignite the enemy, lower their armor, freeze them. A lot of customization in this game, and that is definitely a good thing. Combat feels just like Souls-like games, and that is definitely a pro for me. It's skill-based. It's based off dodges. You can get a skill that allows you to block. You hold the skill button and block instead of dodge if that's more of your thing. The reactions and the fluidity of the combat just feels like Souls-like games. And it plays well, and it does a good job for an indie game that has combat that feels just like more of the AAA titles in the Souls-like genre. This delivers. It does quite well. Dying is not failure. I like that. That's roguelike for you, right? You collect some stuff, you die, you get upgrades, you come back stronger and better prepared for the challenge. I like it. And like I said, it kind of goes back to the first part. There's a lot of progress, so it's okay. It's okay to die and bring stuff with you back and get your upgrades and come back stronger. Lots of challenging and randomized events. You guys saw some of the events. There's some events I didn't record. For instance, one of them was it teleported me to almost like a digital world type of thing, like a Matrix-esque looking room. And the challenge was defeat all the enemies without getting hit. There was maybe 15, 20 enemies I had to kill. Not at the same time. It was 3 or 4. I'd kill them and the next wave would come. I had to kill them all without dying. I succeeded. I wish I recorded that. And you get a permanent stat increase for doing that. So there's a lot to do. And then you guys saw the chest event. You can choose to take that on or not. And it spawned a bunch of items when you succeed. And you can pick them up, customize your build, and keep going. Cons. You guys saw me mention it. No keybind or control adjustments. You cannot rebind your keys. You cannot change your controls. That bums me out. That's definitely a big con for me because there is some customization I would like to do. But I will say this, the game plays well with the keybinds that they do have set as the default. It plays well with the controller as well. I just prefer the mouse and keyboard. But I still would like the ability to adjust my keys. Crashes still occur very close to the game's full release. I put in 5 hours and I crashed twice. Not a lot. It's not a lot of crashes, and the crashes aren't very impactful to your run because it's not going to reset your run. It'll put you back to the floor you're on, but you could lose like 5-10 minutes of progress. So I would like to see that addressed, but I know crashes are pretty hard to resolve sometimes. But maybe we'll see some improvement with the release patch. I don't know. I'd love to speak with the dev, maybe do an interview and ask him some questions about that. And then yeah, no FOV setting. Not huge in a third-person game. It's more important in, you know, first-person games, but I would still like the option to just pull the camera back a little bit more. It's more of a personal thing, but I believe that should be there no matter what. People like to play slightly different, right? Some people like motion blur, some people dislike it. Thankfully, there is a motion blur disable option. I disabled that right away. I'm not a fan of that. But some people like their FOV closer, some like it further. I like to see the option there for the players. Final thoughts. The technical limitations and issues hold Arboria back a bit, but the gameplay is solid. With the full release just around the corner, I'm very excited to see what new additions await us. For a $20 price tag and the occasional sale, this game is easily worth picking up if you're fans of rogue-like games. Plus, it's got a little sprinkle of Souls-like in there. So if you like Souls-like games and you like rogue-like, you'll probably love this game. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video on Arboria. I enjoyed playing it. I enjoyed making the video. And then you can definitely catch me streaming. My stream will be linked below. You can definitely catch me streaming Arboria when it releases in August. Thank you very much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video. Skid it!